Hi everyone, now I know I probably am a little early with my Halloween looks, but I'm not really sure how busy I'm going to be this month or indeed the next month. So I've got quite a few in my head that I want to get done, so I don't know how many I'll get done in that time, so I thought of getting them done and out the way, because obviously you can watch this video whenever you want to. So just thought I'd get a few out the way. The first one I'm going to begin with is a very iconic Halloween look, and it is the bride from The Bride of Frankenstein. So I've just got a wig cap, which is going to keep my hair in place when I add my wig later, and got some surgical tape. Okay, what I'm going to do with this is use this to give myself an eyebrow lift. And because I've got my wig cap, it will keep stop the tape getting in my hair. So what you want to aim for with this is to get your brows as much of a straight line up like that as you can. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect because, well, for me, because I'm going to draw the eyebrows on, but I'm getting my natural brow shape into that kind of shape, so I've got something to work with later. Now I'm obviously going to base my look on the 1935 movie by James Whale, and in that the bride was played by Elsa Lanchester and the makeup was done by Jack Pierce, who was a key figure in the makeup world in the classic horror genre. Now this look is very monochromatic because obviously the movie was in black and white. Now obviously, you know, in real life it was in colour, the makeup was done in colour, but it's very few photographs are around of the actual makeup in colour. There are a few, but the image is in black and white in people's heads, so you want to work with sort of blacks and whites really, maybe a few colours. So I'm going to start off with a base. I'm going to go for a very light base. So I've got a Makeup Forever HD foundation, which is quite a light foundation, and I've got to mix a little bit of Snazaroo Blanc de Clown. I'm using a stippling brush, which will give me slightly better coverage. Now this is a very iconic look, but to be honest, there's not really that much. You don't really need to worry about the makeup as much. The key to the look really is the hair, the straight eyebrows, the small lips, and the bandaged costume. Not much was really, in terms of Jack Pierce standards, not much has really gone into the makeup. In fact, Elsa Lanchester really had the features already. She had very fine brows, big round beautiful eyes, and small lips. And her hair was bright red as well. So Jack Pierce didn't have that much to work with, really. So to be honest, if you keep get the hair, costume and brows like that, most people will work out who you are. But I'm going to do my best to copy the look as best I can. I've got a glue stick. I'm going to take this over my brows and make sure the brows are nice and flat. And with a concealer, just going to take it over the brows. Okay, now I've got all that mess on my face. Just got a Real Techniques buffing brush with a little bit of MAC powder, and just going to work the foundation and the concealer all in. Okay, for the brows, I'm going to use a black, which is a black face paint. Now, I believe in the original look, Jack Pierce used a brown for the bride's eyebrows. I think probably to match with Elsa Lanchester's red hair. But I could only find, my wig's black, I couldn't find a red one, and I think because this is a monochromatic look, it doesn't really matter, really. So I'm going to use a black with a Louise angle brush, and the brows came a little curve, just And I'm going to use my natural brow shape to create the straight line that I need. Okay, I have a red shadow, also by Snazaroo. Now, the bride is actually a combination of the bodies of 2 women and the heart of another woman. So basically she's a man-made human. So she's obviously been stitched up in places. Now her face has obviously been stitched on. So what we're going to do is come down. I'm using red because obviously blood and stuff. Come down along the chin. Create a sort of stitch. And then along the ear. That. Now obviously I'm doing this just as a demonstration, but if you are going to go out into a party with this look and the full costume, make sure you do stitches all over your body, just by doing some lines across, because it's where her body parts have been sewn together. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. The reason why is because this look is quite monochromatic. You want to use quite a strong contour so when it's shown in black and white it picks up, and also because Elsa Lanchester had really prominent features, which I don't. So Sigma contour brush. I'm going to start with the cheeks to begin with. If you haven't seen the film, do watch it. I mean, I know it's not an oldie, but it's well ahead of its time. And I think that's the reason why it hasn't been, as far as I'm aware, it hasn't been remade, certainly not to a mainstream standard. I think because nobody really wants to touch it, because it's fine just the way it is, which I wish they would think that about more films. But yeah, seriously, the bride scene is only apparently about 10 minutes long, and she doesn't speak. The monster speaks though. Boris Karloff didn't really like that idea, but the monster speaks. But this bride's appearance is only very, very short, and but her coming to life, that scene, I think it's one of my favourite scenes in cinema ever. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and stunning the way they did it, particularly for its time. So I'm just going to take the contour down my nose to make my nose look a little bit finer. And the film is also brilliant if you want to research the look, because all of her movements are so robotic. They're like, so you can see every single angle of her face. So it was quite, researching this look was quite easy. I'm going to move on to my MAC quad, which is just filled with some eyeshadows that you use all the time. That's why it's in this little quad here. I'm going to use Wedge, which is like a light medium brown. I'm going to use this as a further contour. Now I'm going to take this, carry on from the contour from the nose, and bring it into the contour of the eye. Now I'm aiming to go around like a circular motion because I want to make my eye look really nice and rounded. I'm still on the wedge. I'm going to take this in a small circular motion right underneath the eye to make my eye look a bit more rounded. I'm just adding a pop of colour to the cheeks because in the colour photographs I saw of the makeup, there was a little bit of colour on the cheeks, so I've got Ilamasca Hussey blush. Only a tiny bit. White eyeshadow, I'm using MAC Gesso, and then I'm going to pat it onto the ball of the lid. to make my eyes look really big and open, I've got a white eyeliner by MAC, and into the waterline I'm just going to pop this. Okay, got a black liner by Clinique, and with a Louise Young fine liner brush, I'm going to do a very fine line along my lids. Now I'm not going to flick it out, I'm going to go quite rounded and very fine. And also just underneath as well, just by the lash line. Yeah, I've just redone my brows, as you can see. I didn't think they were quite even enough. Just to give you a little tip, if you are doing brows like, if you're doing wacky brows like this, if you want to get them even, if you do the first one, if you take the, get the point of the brow and put a brush just at this point just there, and you just roll it across your face, and then that will be where you put your other brow. That's just a little hint there. So mascara, I've got Rimmel Sexy Curves. Now I'm just adding a little, not too much mascara, because I'm going to be adding falsies. This mascara is just something for the lashes to work with when I add them later. Now the eyelashes are quite key in this look, and you want eyelashes which are very spiky. Now I have these ones from, I got them from eBay, but the only lashes I could find that are really truly spiky. So I'm just going to add those now. And then with the mascara again, on the bottom lashes, holding the one vertically, I'm going to just get the tips of the bottom lashes, make them look as spiky as possible. If you have small bottom fake lashes, by all means use them, but I don't have those. Or if you don't have any, or you can just draw them on if you want to. You just want to keep the bottom lashes nice and short and spiky. And then just moving back onto my white face paint, sorry. And the bits that need just further highlighting on the face, I'm just going to take this just below the eye, just here, and then onto the forehead, down the nose, and then on the, I'm going to take concealer and then put it onto my lips just to begin with. So work on a blank canvas. Because I want to change the shape of my lips as well. I'm beginning with a Barry M number 7 pencil. I'm going to use just to draw in the shape of the lip. I'm actually going to be using a few lipsticks. I've got a dark one here by Maybelline, I believe. I'm sure this is Maybelline. It's Deep Plum, it's the dark one. With a Real Techniques detailer brush, I'm just going to go down the outside edges of this lip. Then onto a Ruby Woo by MAC. I'm going to go a bit more central on the lip. And then MAC Lady Danger right in the centre. And then round the outside I've got a white pencil I use for my eyes. And then down the filtrum. Now I believe Jack Pierce worked with Elsa Lanchester's real hair and put it into some netting to keep it in place, but Elsa Lanchester had the perfect hair for it, like big, thick, long and frizzy red hair. Now I don't have that. I can't even get my hair into a ponytail right now because my hair is really short, so I've got to rely on a wig. I can only get a black wig. And just to show you the look in black and white. Yes, I hope the look sort of looks more like it when it's in black and white. And yeah, I just want to finish off by doing the movements. Obviously a bit hard with a wig. Yeah, so yeah, thank you very much for watching. I've got some other Halloween looks planned. If you've got any more suggestions, just let me know and I'll see if I can get them done. But this has been my Bride of Frankenstein look, or rather the Bride of the monster who was created by Frankenstein. I really hope you have enjoyed, and yeah, I will see you all soon. Bye everyone.